Hi, I'm Ashkamat. I'm going to tell you in this episode about the journey of a student from the yellow belt to the green belt. At this point, the student learns double punch combinations, the low block double punch, inner forearm double punch, etc. He learns one more kick, the turning slap kick. He learns two more katas, the taikyoku nidan and a taikyoku sanda. The student learns more about discipline and other aspects. I'll tell you a story. I was conducting a grading test at a branch dojo of ours, and before the test started, the students were assembled at the side and warming up, doing a bit of their practice. One boy who was slightly bigger, for no reason at all, just punched a smaller boy in the chest. And smaller boy, was pushed back. I noticed it. So when the test started, the exam went on, and at the end of the exam, when I was declaring the result, I said, this boy who had punched the small boy, this boy will get a 3 months delay before he gets his belt, even though he's done his testing right. The thing was his indiscipline. They were warming up, and both of these boys, the small boy and this bigger boy, were doing their own practices. Suddenly this boy gets an idea to punch him. There was no reason for that. But he had to be punished. Misbehavior, wrong behavior patterns should be corrected by the teacher. That's the job of the teacher, the instructor. So this is how we emphasize and force discipline among our students. Whenever an instructor in our school sees a misbehavior kind of a pattern, the behavior has to be corrected at the beginning level before it grows into something which is difficult to change or becomes a habit. This boy had a tendency to bully younger kids, so he had to be stopped at that time. So I gave him a lecture, I gave the whole class a lecture about behavior and kindness towards people with you and smaller than you, and how to be a gentleman. A martial artist is supposed to be a gentleman, a hero. A hero never bullies younger people. Hero is one who comes in to rescue people, help people. He's not someone who goes and bullies and threatens other people. Attention. Go. I'll tell you about an incident which happened. One of my students, a black belt student, at a certain point, for whatever his reasons were, resigned and joined another organization. So at a certain point, he happened to meet one of my current students who was also a black belt. And in that particular organization, what they did was every 2 months they give belts, and the students were promoted to a black belt in something like 1 or 2 years. So he happened to meet this student of mine, a black belt student, and as they were talking, he asked him, why did you leave? And he says, in your organization, which is my organization, belts are not given fast, they're given slowly. And students get bored, they want belts fast. And so they leave. So he left and joined this other organization where belts were given faster, and students felt a sense of achievement every 2 months, 3 months. And in 2 years, they became black belts. And so my current student asked him, aren't you supposed to correct that? He said, aren't you supposed to tell the students? He said, students leave fast, so we give belts fast, otherwise we will not have the student population. Now, here's the point I like to talk about. Is the student going to tell the teacher when to get promoted? Or is the teacher going to decide when the student is ready for promotion? Let's think about it. So it's important to teach the student what is right and what is wrong. And it's for the teacher to tell the student when he's ready for his next promotion and next belt. After all, the belt is only a piece of cloth. It is you, the person inside, your ability, your knowledge that gives value to this piece of cloth, not the belt. At this point in the journey of the student, from yellow to green, he has to learn the stances in a more defined way. So when he steps forward in a block punch, the height level has to be same. He should not be rising up and down. Then the blocks have to be coordinated well with the withdrawing hand, and the hip movement has got to be understood more clearly. Then side sit-ups, as I've explained in the earlier episode, the side sit-ups 30 required. Push-up holding position, plus learning to do a proper push-up with the back straight, and other exercises. Obviously, the question may be asked for the student to show the full warm-up on his own, and the student should be able to show that. Such many requirements are there in this particular stage of the student. So each belt is a significant stage of learning and development that the student goes through. And every student may develop at a different pace. Some students might develop from 3 push-ups to 10 push-ups in 1 month. Others might take 2 months. So it differs from person to person. So we promote students on the basis of each one's development. Students are selected for a test when each of the individuals are ready. So I wish you all the best. Stay true to the martial arts. Be sincere in your training. And be a good person. Martial arts is about making good citizens, learning to respect people and being decent people. It's not about fighter cocks or just fighters. It's about decency, behavior, discipline. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you.